Welcome to Spoiler Alert. Now, J.J. Abrams says that mystery is the most important thing in life, that you shouldn't know the answer to everything. And here, I'm going to tell everybody the answers to the Irving Renquist mysteries, as well as what we were planning for season 2. So, if you like mystery and don't want to have the ending spelled out for you, and if you like the idea that Irving just vanished and, you know, it was some mysterious confluence of forces and all that, you probably should just, you know, turn this off right away and go back to just watching the series. There's some good commentaries on there. I was involved in some of them. So, you know, you could get your fix of me elsewhere. And who am I? I'm David B. Grelck, creator of Irving Renquist Ghost Hunter. So if anyone knows what happened to Irving Renquist, it's me. So let's talk about what happened to Irving Renquist. Well, you remember back in episode 3, where we learned about Julia's younger sister, Christine. See, Christine was taken hostage spiritually by a being called the Peppercorn Man. There are little hints about this thing everywhere in the series. This is the records. This is Andy Belleville's big fear is of this Peppercorn Man, this being that came in and took Christine. The records actually had a lot to do with it. It was from playing these records that she found the doorway, and it was a stage door, just like Irving talked about. There actually are stage doors, and this is how the backstage area opened, and she was pulled through. Now, she was not alone. There were many other people who also got pulled through at that time, and that's another story that we would have dealt with later. But now, so we want to talk about Irving Renquist, though. So, later in the series, now, there's this huge doorway that's reopening here. Andy Belleville kills himself, allowing this doorway to reopen. There's this powerful spiritual force going on with Dottie and the Poltergeist and Alex, which are all multiple entities, but also part of the same entity, okay? And there's the residuals there. And so there's all this energy that's swirling around Dottie's house and Cuba Road and the White Cemetery. And it's opening a stage door. Now, that stage door is one of the same stage doors that lead to the realm of the Peppercorn Man. So when Dottie hits Irving with that bolt of energy, that the life force that she's stealing from her father, she basically knocks a hole through Irving's chest into the backstage area. So she pushes a hole right through him, and this doesn't immediately affect him, but it starts tugging and tugging and tugging and tugging until at the very end of the series, Irving falls through it after complaining about chest pains because it's going right through him. So Irving has now fallen into the backstage area. He's proving his theory by being held hostage by it. In the backstage area, this is where we go into season 2's big plot line, which is the Peppercorn Man. And we would find Irving coming back, but not being normal. Irving comes back changed. He's the puppet of the Peppercorn Man. And he is there specifically to do the Peppercorn Man's bidding. Now, I tried very hard to convince Mike to let me kill Lonnie in season 2. But he wouldn't do it. He fought for Lonnie. He pleaded for Lonnie. So instead I killed Hedges. And no one missed her. Don't worry. It was okay. So that's basically where we were going with Irving Renquist season 2. There was going to be an exorcism. It was awesome. An exorcism where Tom Augusta and Lonnie have to actually kill Irving to remove the parasite, the hitchhiker ghost that's hanging out with him. And then it would all wind up with a big confrontation with the Peppercorn Man. And it was probably far more expensive than we could ever have afforded. So, you know, you're listening to it now, and you can imagine it in your head. And it looks really good in your head. So let's pretend that we made that series and you watched it and liked it very much. Now, if you want to send a check, that's your call. You know, if you enjoyed it, your imaginary series too, you can send me a check.